So, welcome to my show. For reasons I'd rather not get into right now, I had to leave my last home, which was in Madison, Wisconsin. I do miss the smell of the young co-eds, if you know what I mean. For those of you who don't know, Madison, Wisconsin has a very, very, very big university. Anyway, so I have set up my show, the production of my show here in, what's the name of the, Stamford, Connecticut. And my new sidekick, and really my new very best friend, she's coming on in a second here on the show. And her name is, she's my very best friend, and I've known her for, since I've moved to Stamford. Come on in, darling. Oh, my friend. Here she is.
Hello, how are you? It's so wonderful to see you again.
Tell the audience your name.
Well, I'm sure you know my name since you are my very dearest friend now, since you've moved to Connecticut. I'm Sheela Fairfield, for those of you who may not know who I am.
Yes, darling. Fairfield. Is that your, now you were married a few times, weren't you, darling?
Oh, yes. Well, several times, and only with the utmost care and consideration for those involved, with my extremely high and upper-class husbands from throughout the Connecticut area.
Yes. So, what do you think about current events? We should talk about current events. That's what we do on my show, and I like to give advice about current events and other things.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you know, the thing is, you've already helped so many different people here in Connecticut, and probably the metropolitan New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state area.
I'm a very giving person.
You are, and you were created as a robotic computer program during the Soviet era to help people. So, I was wondering if you would mind sharing some of your extra special feedback on some of these current young white people that seem to be getting into so much trouble. And those of us in Connecticut are just dreadfully upset.
You know what I think the problem is, darling? They're doing the wrong kind of drugs. They're doing these newfangled things nowadays. And they need to get back to the old school, you know, with the, you know. I don't know what you call it in this country, but it's the green stuff, and you burn it up. You light it like a cigarette. You know what I mean?
Sheila, yes, absolutely. I think I know. And with your experience with the prescription drug industry in both this country and others, I'm sure you know even better than anyone. Now, tell me though. We really like to know what your experience, what your advice would be to Britney Spears.
First off, she needs to get over that postpartum depression she's been having. I don't know what that's about.
What was that?
I don't know. I thought our audience is starting to heckle us. We better liven up the show a little bit. She needs to get over that postpartum depression, and she needs to get her act together. She needs to, you know that new video she's got, Gimme, 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 Gimme? I do like it, and I think it's highly edited though. I think that's the only reason it turned out well. But, you know what I'm saying? She gotta take care of her own damn kids. She had them, they came out of her.
Okay, and now what about Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Well, I don't have anything against racism, believe me. Everybody should be a racist. That's what they taught us in the Soviet Union, after all.
Oh, did they? Is that how life was like there?
Yes. We were taught to hate Americans. And anybody who wasn't like us. Isn't that racism?
Did that include those from Connecticut?
Oh no, darling, I'm totally Americanized now.
So what else is new? What else is going on?
I don't know.
Well, you have kind of a different look since you've arrived in Connecticut. Is this the effect of some of the stylings here that people go through?
Well, you know, it is much closer to New York City. And I picked up a few things off of the street. Well, obviously, literally picked up a few things off of the street, if you know what I mean, darling.
And you're going to show some of your dance moves, I hope.
Much later, yes. Or sooner than later, depending on how I feel. You know, this is a very free-form show.
So why don't we show some of that right now, and we'll come back.
We'll do that. Mark's like, I've had it. He's like, I've got to change this to the Sheila Withers show, and I have to interview myself. Oh, is it that horrible? See, we thought it was horrible before, too.